Let's start with the performances, all right? Johnny Depp as James Whitey Bulger. He is incredible in this role, okay? Like, the first image, I'm going to be all over the place as usual, but the first time that we see Johnny Depp as James, when he's sitting in the restaurant and he seems to be, like, contemplating something, and, like, he's staring at that big old fat dude who's, like, you know, dipping his fat fingers into the peanuts, you know, and goes off on the guy about that. And, oh my God, his performance is a 10 out of 10. I mean, just chilling, eerie, grim reaper motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. I can't remember which character it was offhand, but there was a character who was sleeping with a prostitute. And she gets in the car after she just came from the police station, and Johnny Depp is sort of like questioning her. And then Johnny Depp's like, oh, all right, here. We got this place for you. And he just murders this chick just out of nowhere. Like, that scene was so uncomfortable to watch. Like, during that sequence, I was just like... The salute was fantastic. I need that as a gif. Joel Edgerton was amazing. Like, he was probably the second best actor on here. His character, John Connolly, you know, he worked for the FBI. I thought his character was, like, just fascinating. I thought it was interesting how he decided to form an alliance with James Whitey Bulger. That was interesting. I can't believe that actually happened, you know what I mean? And I thought that Joel Edgerton was just so good. You know, and scenes like these scenes right here, he was just so convincing, you know. And he had the accent down packed. Him and fucking Benedict Cumberbatch. You're gonna be Doctor Strange, or like class actor. I can't wait for him to kill this Doctor Strange. I think the whole cast did really good. The whole cast was great. This guy was weird. Peter Sarsgaard or whatever. His character just irked me. Like, oh my God, if I saw you in real life, I would be like, what's that over there? I think everybody was solid. It was cool seeing Kevin Bacon in there. It was also nice seeing Dakota Johnson was in that piece of shit 50 Shades of Grey. I thought she held her own during you know, performing against Johnny Depp. In this scene right here, you know, when Johnny Depp finds out about his kid, that was heavy shit. Like, it's interesting that they paint James as this guy who was, like, clearly ruthless, would do anything to win, but like he loves his wife and he truly loves his son. And interesting. Okay, so this scene right here where Johnny Depp is asking John Morris, the character, about the family recipe or whatever. Oh my God. There was so much tension in the air, so much suspense. I was almost shaking in my seat. I was like, man, Johnny Depp is about to turn up and just blast this fool right at the table. But out of nowhere, like, Johnny Depp's character was just like, he was just joking, and he does that weird, creepy Joker laugh. If Depp does not get nominated, at least nominated, a criminal offense has taken place, straight up, because this is like the best performance that I've seen in a long time from Johnny Depp. The ending to this movie, where when you see that half of his face after he leaves the elevator and enters the parking lot, I was like, and he gets captured, I was like, yo, that little glimpse of his face was so fucking creepy. The issue with this movie is that the performances are better than the plot. I don't know. I kind of feel like the story sort of completely drops off after Peter Sarsgaard's character shows up. I don't know. I just lost interest, to be totally honest with you. I think the movie could have benefited from being, like, a bit shorter. The plot is just full of so many things that we've already seen before. Granted, this is a true story, but I mean, I think the execution of this film is the issue for me. The execution of the film feels very formulaic, feels very been there, done that type of deal. I love the cinematography, but, you know, That's kind of how I'm feeling. Unfortunately, outside of the performances, the movie feels really forgettable, and the movie's so grim and bleak that like I really don't want to see it. I really don't want to see it again. Great performances, but the story is just like, yeah, like that's not something. That's not the kind of story I want to subject myself to ever again. I think I just thought the story just the execution was off. So personally, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a good 6. Let me know your thoughts down below. That's it. Peace.